are here. Is this an episode title, or are we just doing a reward? Is this a special? What is this?
Episode 44, Chad. The end of the year awards. It's 2001.
Woo! Man. Only 21 more years to go, and we're caught up, baby.
Yeah, the rate we're going right now, we might get there soon.
Soon. Oh, it's taking forever to load. Oh, here we go. All right.
Chad, we have
end of the year awards.
Do you want to go over our awards first, or do you want to go over the games awards first?
Let's do the games awards first, and then we'll do ours after.
All right, let's look. The wrestler of the year, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Oh, we're already off to a great start here. Let's go.
Poor Brett.
Let's go, Chad. Let's go. Huge start here. Your company of the year. 3-time, baby. Oh, WCW. Off to a bad start, Chad. Off to a bad start. Team of the year.
Come on, Clam Crew.
Nakanishi and Kojima, the Bull Powers. Absolute dominant tag team in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Match of the year. The Rock defeating Kane. What? I know they got 100.
Bad blood in September.
Oh, that's a disappointing one, but I'll take it. Fuck. Show of the year, WrestleMania 16. Man, I'm sweeping.
We knew that one was. We knew WrestleMania was going to win Show of the Year.
I'm sweeping here, Chad.
Brock's going to win another one. Oh, baby! No. AJ Styles is the 2000 Young Wrestler of the Year. One more for the good guys.
Act like you've been here before, Chad.
Oh, you shut up. You literally just celebrated.
Fujinabe is your Veteran Wrestler of the Year. Could have been anyone on the WCW roster.
Are we going to get Female Wrestler of the Year, too? Oh, we're not. We get Aja Kong, who I believe is dead now, right, in the game?
No, that's Bull Nakano.
Bull Nakano. Got it. Yes, unfortunately passed away.
Most Improved Company of the Year. All-Star Wrestling UK. Good for them.
Good for them.
Independent Wrestler of the Year, Jushin Thunder Liger.
Independent Wrestler, my ass.
Well, he is technically wrestling for 3, actually. New Japan, Osaka Pro, and me. So, yeah, of course. Manager of the Year. Mike Tyson, baby.
I was like, oh, Paul Heyman could get that one, but it was Mike Tyson.
Announce, Sasha. Jim Ross is your announcer of the year. Color commentator Miguel Linares. From CMLL, Chad, 2-time champ or 2-time award winner and referee of the year, Kohi Wada. From All Japan Pro Wrestling. Not good, Chad. Not good.
AJ Styles. Listen. I got one. I'll take my one.
We can look at the. Oh my, 1 and 2. Rock and Jericho in the top 500.
Hell yeah, brother.
Man, Dr. Wagner Jr. His last.
Jericho almost won Wrestler of the Year. That's
crazy, but Rock did it. We talked about it earlier, Chad, when off the record. The Rock went on an unbelievable run right here, starting in June, or even you can go before that in June. 95, 91, 99, 99, 99, 99, 98, 99, 100, 96, 100, 99, 99, 99, 99. What an absolute disgusting run.
Yeah. Wow.
I was getting ridiculed by you, Prongle, yourself, saying I didn't use Rock properly, and look, I gave him the strap and he ran with it.
Yeah.
What an absolute year for The Rock. We can look at Jericho now. Jericho at 2. He's up from a number 88 in 1999. What a year for Chris Jericho.
And number 2.
I think it's safe to say that Jericho and Rock are our nominees for Wrestler of the Year. For each show?
For sure.
I think for sure. Jericho on a run. Look, this one right here from when he beat RVD on Nitro in August, too. Beating Jeff Hardy in December. He just did lose. Even before that, with Best of the Best, man, it was on an absolute tear. 33-11 this year.
Yeah, going from like the I think teaming with Ahmed to when he got hurt, he was on a complete run. And I don't think he was gonna win Wrestler of the Year if he didn't get hurt. That just sucks that did derail him a little. But
he could have.
Nonetheless, The Rock, well deserved.
Yes, The Rock, well deserved. Number 3, Dr. Wagner Jr. I mean, his last match before he ended up. I don't think we talked about this. Went to politics.
He started running for president.
Monday, week 1. You know what happened Sunday, week 4? He lost to Brock Lesnar.
And decided, I'm retiring from wrestling. I'm going to go be a governor.
Lesnar beat him so bad, he took a sabbatical from wrestling to get into politics. An absolute run Dr. Wagner Jr. had. Number 3.
You can politic all you want. You're never going to job. You're never going to have Brock job to you. Sorry, brother.
Austin, surprisingly at number 4.
What?
Was on a good roll. I think the last couple matches, 99, 96, 99, 96, again, put him over the top. He also 2-time 100 Club, Rock in Austin, Jushin in Austin. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest with you. In my awards, he came up as my nominee for WWF's Bust or Disappointing Wrestler of the Year.
Now he's number 4.
I don't agree with number 4. I think he had a very disappointing year. For what Austin can do, it's shown right here. He didn't do anything. He just wrestled good matches. Owen Hart at 5, Jed.
Owen Hart at 5. At one point, halfway through the year, he was the wrestler of the year.
And then he had a feud with Team Canada, and I think that ruined it. You could tell by these green right here, where he defeated fucking Team Canada and lost to Ray in a bad run. And yeah, it's just a lot of battle royals right here too. So Owen Hart, I think probably could have been 1 or 2, but I think just a sloppy end. I mean, him feuding with Sylvester to end the year too probably didn't help either. Well, let's see. Kanemoto at 6, New Japan legend. He had a couple hundreds. Kenta Kobashi, Chad's favorite guy, at number 7. Chono at 8, Chad's favorite guy to lose the belts to. Eddie at 9, big Eddie fan. Big Eddie fan right here. He went on a run in the middle of the year. Jesus, he carried SmackDown on his back to begin with.
The house that Eddie built.
Let's go to our guy's Triple H at 12, which is weird because he went 10-13 this year.
Oh, he lost more than he won.
Yeah, but he's still at number 12. What does this mean? I mean, he had a title run, didn't he? He was world champion and went 10-13 this year. That's gross to think about. Yeah, won the one draw with Eddie. 1-time 100 Club with Paul White. Bret Hart at 13. He tried.
He tried, and I gotta say, he wasn't that close.
He was, again, I think the same thing with him. Feuding with Canada, feuding with Sylvester.
He went from 13. He was, what, number 5 last year?
Yep.
No.
It's not that big of a fall. It's not that big of a fall. But he lost to Tommy Dreamer at one point.
He wanted to put him over, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if you put him in the main event feuds again, like right here, he was on an absolute run against Jericho, and Too Cool was in a match with him. Damn. Liger at 15. I don't really count. It's hard to. Liger wrestled so much. He had 148 wins this year.
And 33 losses.
Guy was all over the place. Ray at 16.
What a legend.
Ray from 138 last year to 16.
Big. Probably, I mean, that's got to be one of the bigger jumps.
Yes, for sure. I mean, Ray. What can you say about Rey Mysterio? Should have won the belt, people are saying? Maybe. He's just not there yet.
I mean, I don't know how you argue with number 2 in the world. Like,
yeah, that's true. Taker at 17. Taker 21-10. 100 Club. He beat Del Santos 3 straight matches in a row at one point. He was gonna be almost King of the Ring if he didn't get hurt. I still gotta have that match. Taker and Rock is still not happened because of that. I'm gonna wait for that. Christian Cage at 19, Chad. Up from 144.
another big jump.
Another big jump. Christian Cage, what a year from the Brian Pillman Memorial Show where he lost to Lodi and Sick Boy with Edge. Oh my God. I was like wondering what the hell got him a 37. Oh, that's what it was. Unfucking believable. Paul White 23. A lot of my guys, Chad. I don't see a lot of your guys.
Wow, 209 to 23.
That's
Big
a
jump
huge
for Paul White.
25-5 this year. Became the absolute freak of nature on SmackDown. Kurt Angle drops down 2 spots this year, but he had an up and down year. Another disappointing year for Kurt Angle, like Stone Cold. Raven 26. He was down from 18. I think he could have been higher. What got him? Oh, he had a fucking, what the hell is this match? Raven, Sabu, and Taz defeated Chase Tatum and the serial thrillers of Mike Maverick and Shane Helms.
I don't know what that is.
And that was at the Elo DiPaolo Memorial Show, Chad. I do not know what that is.
Oh, okay.
You thought you called Taz the Tasmaniac? Raven had a good year, I think.
I think so.
I think he had a good year. He finally doesn't have a belt to him, and he's bald.
And he's bald. He doesn't have a belt or hair.
Edge, at one point, was going to be a major star here in SmackDown, and then he got hurt, and that really derailed everything for him. But he did go 23-9 this year. He went from 29 to 119. It's gross jump for Edge.
Bill Goldberg.
Wow. 30 for Goldberg. 17-10. Remember when he had a streak?
He did. But, Goldberg, so it's tough with Goldberg, right? Because he has the streak and he wins all the time. It's very easy. But I've had such a hard time after the streak, and I think putting him in the Syndicate was a good idea. It gave him a nice faction. It gave him protection, and it gave him something to do. The problem is the man never wants to fucking lose.
Yeah,
that's why I wrote him out of the Money in the Bank. I put him in there because I was like, oh, that'd be cool for Goldberg.
It's not that
he didn't want to lose.
It's not that you can't just make him lose. You gave him creative control.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's fucking with you right now.
Oh, and I had to give him creative control because me and you had a bidding war, and you offered him creative control, and I went, well, shit, okay, here you go.
El Hijo del Santo down 6 spots this year.
Probably about half of those losses are my fault.
Yeah, he did come over. I wonder, what did he do in WWF this year? Because he did come over mid-year, didn't he?
Yeah.
16-7, and then WCW 8-10. So, average rating in WWF 86, in WCW 76. So, I mean, you tell me, Chad. You tell me.
Yeah, he just didn't click in WCW.
He didn't know what to do with them. Scott Steiner up 1 spot from last year at 33.
He managed to have a good year, which is I guess he led the state. I guess he did have a good year when you think about it.
I think he had a very solid year.
He won tag team gold. He won the Universal Championship. He led a stable. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say he had a bad year, but he really didn't. And he wrestled a good match against Scott Hall. Yeah, Scott Steiner had a good year.
I think he had a very underrated year.
Yeah.
Speaking of underrated years, Rob Van Dam up 61 spots this year.
Oh yeah.
23-11. RVD almost winning the Universal belt.
He won World War III.
Yeah, he won World War III. That's crazy to think about. Holy moly. Kevin Nash at 37.
Another guy who I think had an underrated year. He won the World Championship. He won the Tag Team Championship. He's in the Syndicate.
He had a massive run from November to June, or June to November. All blue matches.
With the Syndicate, right?
Yeah, even before that.
Yeah, there might have been a moment where he was in the running for Wrestler of the Year.
Yeah, average rating 88. I mean, if he keeps that belt, I mean, who knows how high he climbs. Shawn Michaels at 40. Oh man, my bust could just be like Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, Steve Austin, just the 3 top talent. I don't know. I mean, he
went 13. He went 13-13 this year.
He was a tag team champion for a little bit too. I mean, a historic run where he defended the belts against ICP and the TNT, Chad. I mean, our SmackDown tag division right now is weak.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to keep him with Bryan Danielson for a little bit. And they're still together. Juventud at 41. Could have been higher.
Juventud. Oh, wow, my voice came out there.
What was that?
Juventud, another guy who had a bit of a weird year. He's been one of my favorite people to book. Anything he does with Chef, I just find that's probably my favorite storyline between last year's Starrcade and the brief thing he did this year. Juvi's one of my favorite guys to book, and originally it was going to be a triple threat AJ RVD Juvi, but Wwe cost me a lot of prestige, and and so I couldn't justify putting him in the world title. He almost lost to McFoley at Starrcade, if I'm going to be honest, but I didn't. But he did. His punishment, he did lose his Universal Championship.
Yeah, he got popped for drugs a few times. I mean, he went 25-7 though. It's huge.
Yeah.
Chris Cannon up there.
Another guy who had a hell of a run this year, probably the best Chris Canyon has done in the entire history of this save.
I think it's crazy.
Lots of guys wanted to put him over.
You can look at this part right here, this beginning part right here, Chad. From February to May, was on an absolute run. I don't know when he just shit the bed. I don't know. He just started to lose every match.
Him losing his belt to Raven, I think, is what.
Bret Hart actually beat him for the U.S. belt.
That's what I meant. Yeah, him losing to Bret kind of derailed him. So
yeah,
but that's the thing. Not everybody can be on top all the time, and I think he had a solid year, had a good run, and he beat Raven at Starrcade. So he didn't have a bad year.
Kane, 7-13.
My favorite picture of Kane ever.
There's not really much to say about Kane. He's just there.
Oh, a 7-13. Oof.
Match of the year though with Kane.
One match of the year though.
That's coming.
Have we not seen Shawn Stasiak yet?
No, he's coming. McFoley, 44.
Yeah.
Up 7 spots from last year. 16-19 with 2 draws. He's a very consistent top performer for you, but he's just like a main event guy he won't win that big one, but he can put on a damn good match.
Yeah, I can put McFoley in a program and I know it'll be good. I would love to be able to find a way to where McFoley does get a world title run, and maybe I can do a story where that happens, but we'll see.
He's good.
Either way.
Him and Hogan got a 99. It's not like him and Suzuki, 96. He can go, brother.
Maybe with the brand split, he's one of those guys that could benefit from it.
DDP, king of the tag teams this year. Jesus Christ. Up 100 spots from last year.
Another guy, he was in a multiple world title feuds. Won the tag titles with Sting. I think it was in the Syndicate. He had a good year.
Good year. 48. Speak of the devil, Shawn Stasiak.
Shawn Stasiak had a really weird year.
I think he had a great year, and then he got work written off.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar happened to Shawn Stasiak.
Lesnar killed the poor bastard. Won the Royal Rumble, beat Eddie at Mania, got the first 100 of the save, first feud with Edge, then started to go against Future Shock, lost at King of the Ring, lost to Liger, lost to Triple H, lost the belt to Rock because of Lesnar, and then got absolutely demolished by Lesnar at Hell in a Cell from SummerSlam, and has not been seen since.
Imagine what his 2001 will look like.
Oh man, that's gonna be crazy. Dean Malenko, 49. Dean Malenko, man, he's gonna be huge. A huge 2001 for Dean Malenko. Calling it.
Oh yeah, you're gonna do big things with him. I like Dean Malenko, and again, one of those guys that I just wish I could have figured out something to do with him, but I never had him in any big stories. Sting.
Oh, Sting, brother.
So at one point, Sting was recognizable talent, and one good thing that came from the Syndicate, and Justin,
these matches are right here.
Yeah, and one of the things about me is I go into everything thinking everything I'm booking is a horrible idea. Even when I'm running it and it's good, I'm still like, oh, this probably sucks. But the entire time I'm running Syndicate versus Limitless, I guess it turns out to be a pretty decent story. But the entire time I'm like, oh, this is shit. No one likes this. But to my credit, Sting went from being a recognizable guy back to being a star, and that's something that I'm happy about.
Yeah, Sting. I mean, absolute hell of a run with Syndicate, DDP. Now him and tag team. I mean, they lost the belts, but still, he had a hell of a run. Ahmed Johnson at 51. Are you out of your damn mind game?
Listen, his run with the tag titles was really
That's true.
When he was with Best of the Best with Jericho, he was really literally untouchable, and then he loses the belts. And then he pretty much did nothing.
He had a 99
and a Universal Champion also.
Did he win the belt this year?
I mean, it was last year, right?
Yeah, he lost it before the start of this year. All right. Scott Hall, 55.
I mean, Scott Hall, I mean, it's no surprise he passed away in real life. I wanted to do something to give him a good honor, so had him win the U.S. belt, had him go into Starrcade, beat Scott Steiner, give him a nice little moment.
Psychosis, 56.
15-7.
This is just the beginning of Psychosis, brother. 5-0 to start WWF too. If you haven't noticed, he beat Perry, Dean, Booker, and Savage to begin. The 4 of you old guys.
All former old guys. Trust me, I've noticed. I'm really bummed about Chef leaving. I mean, he was my guy, but that's the game, and it gives me a challenge now. What do I do now that he's gone?
Well, Booker T, 57. He's been floundering all year. I don't know when I'm gonna finally figure out what to do with him. Latin Lover, 58. Huge year for Latin Lover. Glad I got him over. He's slowly getting there. AJ Styles, 59, Young Wrestler of the Year, up from 230 last year.
He is now. He's also my Universal Champion on the rise. Nice. AJ Styles, an absolute monster run with the Cruiserweight Championship. Was part of Limitless, probably my best storyline of the year. Floundered a little bit, but won the big one.
Let's just go down and see if anyone we see that noteworthy. Savage at 61, Taz 62, Taka 66, Ken Shamrock 67. Chad, all right. Jeff Hardy right above Lex Luger and Mike Awesome. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Pro Dog at 75, and what fucking world?
The pre-show champion.
Yeah, true. Bam Bam up there at 78. Good for you, buddy. Bubble Ray at 81. I think next Hogan at 83. Oh man, right above Minoru Suzuki. Menorah might be top 10 next year.
He did not place last year, so
yeah, this is an absolute huge run for Menorah Suzuki. 6 at 87, Mark Henry 88, Brock Lesnar at 92.
Did not place last year also.
Yeah.
I mean, Brock, listen, you talk about guys who could be in the top 10 next year. I mean, Brock Lesnar, baby. Like,
all of his matches with top talent have been great. Liger, 99. Kid Cash and him got a 96.
That's his best match so far, right? Oh, no, he got a 99, didn't he?
Yeah, he killed Dr. Wagner. He sent him to the politics. He killed poor Sean Stasiak. Oh, man. His debut, Tyson Lesnar and Orton got a 94 at that Over the Edge, man. This guy, his 6 losses have all come in TNA to Rene Dupree. So, we don't count that. Mystico, 93. Anyone else? Stardust, 97. Kip James. Kishi. Oh, Randy Orton. William Regal's down a lot. Jesus. Kenny Chaos, Chad.
Oh, who's Kenny Chaos?
Alex Wright, 117. Joey Matthews, 118. Kid Cash, 119. Up from 300. Norton. Bryan Danielson's up there. Wow, there's a lot of guys here, Chad. Meng? Who was number 500, though? That's the real question. And it is Hanzo Nakajima. Any one of our guys up here? David Flair, our lowest guy, at 495.
Hell yeah, David Flair.
Hell yeah, David Flair. I also see Johnny Stamboli, Rhino, and any other Matt Bloom's down there.
A-Train, Jazz.
I'm trying not to talk about people in our developmental if I see them because I don't want any spoilers. Chris Hero.
Oh, Chris Hero.
419.
James Storm was also there.
All right. Yeah, that's the end of the years. Most popular. Brock Lesnar, the most popular in America.
Wow. Huge.
Huge, Chad. Chad, what was your favorite moment of WCW?
My favorite moment of WCW.
What was your favorite moment this last year?
I think I think everything I did with Jericho was probably my favorite. I mean, Jericho was so fun to book. I mean, my favorite moment when we got my first 100 was sick too.
I think that's my favorite for you. Finally getting it.
Yeah, yeah, getting the big 100 because it was like a storyline for our series too. Like every episode, when I finally got it, I think I gasped. I'm pretty sure I gasped like.
You yelled
like
so loud. It's so perfect.
Yeah. Getting my first 100. And it's so weird that it's Hogan Jericho. Like the past and future, like literally my former figurehead and now my current figurehead of the company. Like Jericho getting the 100 is probably my favorite thing for WCW.
What about WWF? I have my WWF one.
So I was thinking, while you were booking your shows, about what my favorite WWF moment is, and I have it down between two. The first one is your Royal Rumble because when you were doing bit for bit for the Rumble,
my number two.
That was my number two also. Your bit for bit Royal Rumble was sick. My favorite moment you've done was probably Future Shock debuting. That is still to this day that was so cool. I had no idea what it was coming, and it's so hard to like rip one of us up because like I don't watch you book. But like I know what's happening in the game, right? Mm-hmm. So I know, like I knew who was in your developmental. I had no idea you signed
Tyson.
Mike Tyson. I had no idea. Like so, you debuting Future Shock just in the middle of nowhere. Brock and Randy being absolute nobodies was such a bold move. Having Brock beat Stasiak, what in the hell is going on? It was so sick. That's my favorite moment for your company this year.
My number one for you definitely had to be that number 100. That first one, because you finally got it off your shoulders, Jay. Because I've been dogging on you ever since I got my first, and you finally got it. Granted, it was Hogan. Granted, it was Jericho. But still, my number one favorite moment at WWF, and you're gonna hate this, but it's such a game changer, Chad. It's such content making, but it's when Chef Psychosis debuted.
Okay.
The face of your company, the face of like how big Chef was in the comment section in the community that was watching this show, these videos in the beginning. Chef was that dude, and Shawn was my dude, and Chef was he left you to come to me, and that's a huge.
Can you imagine the world we live in where like I actually win the bidding war for Stasiak, and I get Stasiak, and you get Chef, and we literally swap guys?
It was a possibility.
There's a possibility. I'm surprised Stasiak winning the big one wasn't your favorite part of the series. I thought for sure that was going to be it.
Number 3 for sure.
Okay, that's probably my number. That's probably probably fourth is Stasiak winning. I really like the Rat Boys. I really like that gimmick too.
What about the biggest bust of the series for either show? I have mine for you. I think I've gone over mine for myself. Stone Cold.
I mean, biggest bust for my company has to be Dos Santo, right?
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I brought him in expecting him to be a complete game changer. I hyped him up, and then I did nothing. And that's on me. I just couldn't figure out what to do with him, which is really weird because he was in the company in a moment where, like,
you needed someone.
The heels were going up against basically luchadors and cruiserweights. Like, I could have slid Santo right in and been right there in the mix, but I didn't for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking. So that's definitely probably my biggest bust. Your biggest bust? You don't have very many, but I do think your biggest bust was probably JBL because you turned Bradshaw into JBL, and I watched you book this man, and every time he'd do something, you'd check his popularity, and he would never go up, ever. I still think he went up like what, 1? Like the man never goes up.
6 months he didn't move.
Yeah,
he actually went down
he did not move up. Yeah, exactly. So just watching you get frustrated because JBL was not going up was very funny to me. I think JBL is your bust of the year.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, he won a lot.
Who was your bust for my company?
Before you said Del Santo, I was thinking Monty Brown.
Okay, that's a good one too.
Because you gave him an absolute bag for him, and he has been hurt. He has been very bad in the ring, and he's just been you're giving him $250,000 a month, Chad.
Yeah. Another one where, listen, I make weird decisions when I get tired, and that.
Yeah, you gave him a lot of money. Number 2 for sure, Del Santo. And number 3.
And your bust for yourself was Stone Cold,
yeah,
you said.
Stone Cold or Kurt Angle or King, just because they don't do anything. Number 3 right now, Alex Wright.
Well,
Alex Wright's
yeah.
so good in the ring.
Yeah.
And he just got shaved bald.
He just got shaved bald.
What about surprise wrestler for either show? Like someone that you didn't think was very good and has come out having an unbelievable year. Someone you didn't think you'd be booking.
So someone who's having an unbelievable year that I didn't think I'd be booking. When I split up Low D and Sick Boy,
Low D's having a hell of a year.
I was surprised by how decent Low D is. Like he doesn't like. The Starrcade match was an absolute banger.
20-5 this year.
Yeah, his Starrcade match was an absolute banger. But the guy doesn't really put on bad matches. I actually planned on Sick Boy getting the big rub. But Low D, man, he's definitely my biggest surprise is Low D.
He was at 163 this year. Low D. 71 pop, man, like 20-5 all year. A 20 popularity gain this year. It's pretty.
Probably also Bubba. I was not prepared for Bubba to get as over as he did.
I have one for you. Menorah Suzuki.
Okay.
Literally came out of nowhere. And we talked about it earlier where you said he wasn't ranked last year. It's because he wasn't being used last year. And then this year, he goes 25-8. His first match of the year, he lost to the Lord of War and Sick Boy. And then and then you said, I'm going to start using him. He defeated Tori Wilson. And that was the start of his push.
The start of his push was beating Tori Wilson. And now he's Mr. Money in the Bank.
And now he's Mr. Money in the Bank. He's
with Paul Heyman, which I think is a perfect combination.
Look, this is huge. A 22 to start the year. It's 30 in the Southeast. He ends it in an 87 in-ring pop. That's an unbelievable gain for someone. Someone who I thought... What was that?
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, you go first.
I was going to say, what about you? Who was your big surprise?
Someone I'm still surprised that I'm still using to this day. Ace Steel.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's Ace Steel. PJ Black's a good one, too.
Taka and Kid Cash are also...
Kid Cash, yeah. Kid Cash would be a big one. How did he... I mean, he lost, but...
Actually, no. Roadkill and Steve Wright were probably my big surprises.
How good they decided to be over here?
Yeah.
I mean, look, they had an average match of 62. That's disgusting. They had a good run right here. 80s? Oh, my God. Steve Wright, man. Steve Wright's that dude. He's 40.
Now he's bald like his son.
He's a people person, Chad. He's a people person. Match, obviously, Eddie Stasiak for me. What's your match? I mean, probably Jericho Hogan, right?
Oh, that's probably my best match on paper.
Your favorite match you ever booked?
I don't know if it's my favorite match I've booked, though. I'm gonna be honest, and that's only because, like, I mean, he beat Hogan. That was a story. But, like, I don't know. There's a lot of matches that I really enjoyed booking. I mean, all of Raven's title match or title feud I really like doing. I think probably my favorite match, and I'm going to count it as like a two-parter. I think my favorite match I booked this year was my Raven Owen Hart that went into the Rey Mysterio cash-in.
Oh, that's a good one. A Rising Sun.
Yeah, I'm counting that as one match.
All right. I like that one too. Damn, I didn't even think about that. Chad. Shit. I just had one in my head and I just forgot what it was. Oh no, I'm choking right now, Chad. I'm choking. Probably Chef and Psychosis.
That's another good one. Chef and Psychosis. The Rage Cage match, or
it sucks that had to lead to Seth immediately leaving, but
yeah,
you know what?
I mean, it is what it is.
You had your shot, brother. You had your shot. Anything else you want to talk about, Chad? And the year
I guess
review.
So. Storylines of the year, right? It wasn't that one that we had.
Oh yeah, storyline, the feud of the year.
Yeah.
What was your favorite of mine?
My favorite story my favorite story of yours is still going on. It's the Brock Lesnar reign is my favorite.
Oh,
The
yeah,
rise
for
of
sure.
the rise of Brock Lesnar is my favorite story you've told this year.
Yes,
Just
sir.
all of the whole Future Shock story is my favorite.
Yes, sir. It's still going on. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
What about yours, Jed? I have mine for yours. It's definitely Syndicate versus Limitless, and I think you might agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, it was my main story that I did this year. It's probably mine too. It was the story when I thought about it. I messaged you and I said, I got a story. I think it's gonna be good, and I didn't know how far I would take it. It went almost a full year. Didn't quite go a full year, but but I like it. I think Syndicate Limitless is probably my favorite story also.
Very damn. Eddie.
What's something I've booked that you've absolutely hated?
For a little bit, you bringing back the ECW belt. Hated that.
Yeah.
Shit. There's probably some stuff in the beginning that I didn't care for. I have one. I have one that really grinded my gears. There's actually two. Anytime you do Rising Sun and all the foreigners come in and lose. Hate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know why you do it now, and then the other one is when you had the Battle Bowl, right? And what the fuck happened? Let me go look at the title reigns real quick. It's when you flip flop the fucking tag belts like 6 times in a day.
How so Steiner and Nash gave the belts to Sting and DDP,
and then they vacate
and then I had Sting and
then they give it to the Hardys, and then the Hardys immediately lose the belts right back to Sting and DDP. That was very
stupid. That was a very WCW thing.
that pissed me off. I think that was my least favorite thing you did.
You know how you said you had 9 tag teams and runs in the entire history of your company? I have probably 9. I have 9 this year.
You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17 since 99. That's fucking disgusting. And that's just these belts. I don't know where the old belts went. You retired the old belts. Those are gone. We can't find those. Oh well. Damn.
Oh well.
What about one thing I booked that was stupid, Chad? I know I've done some dumb things.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank now that you've put me on the spot.
Yeah, that's why I got frustrated. Not frustrated, but like I got nervous.
Something that you've done that I thought was stupid. Anytime you sign any of my guys and they immediately just start crushing people, I find it very stupid.
What do you mean stupid?
Actually, I'll be honest. I hated the Road Rage title feud. I thought I was like, wow, these guys stink. They'd make me mad every time they showed up on my screen. And I also despise the Undertaker motorcycle gimmick, where every week it's just him riding on a motorcycle.
It's his entrance, brother. You also hated Sultan for a hot minute.
I did, yeah.
What else did you hate? Fuck you and I love the Taker gimmick. What do you mean?
It's funny. It's funny.
Lex Luger, he can go fuck himself.
That's funny.
Well, I think that's it, Chad. I think that's it. I think
that's a good little reward episode, right?
I think we both know our wrestlers of the year. It's Brock, Jericho. Rookies, I think it's Brock and Samoa.
Yeah. I didn't really have any other rookies other than Brock. Like, I had a lot of guys who weren't rookies, had big years, like Daniels. Daniels had a big year.
I would consider a rookie someone you called up. Like Team Canada would be a rookie. They would be.
If Team Canada would have beat the Hearts at the pay-per-view, they could have had Rookie of the Year. But alas, it's got to be Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe retired Hulk Hogan. Let's be honest.
We have that to deal with. Favorite tag team or best tag team? Mine was either Road Rage or Firehouse.
Probably Firehouse.
What about you? Clam Crew's they made a late season push right there.
The Clam Crew, yeah.
Big fan of dudes drinking clam juice. I mean,
Jeff and Hoovy, maybe.
Best of the best for a hot minute.
Best of the best, yeah, best of the best.
Yeah,
I mean, probably as far as a year ago, Best of the Best have to win Tag Team of the Year for us, right?
Yeah. What the hell are the Boogie
For
Nights? Yeah. I mean, the Rhodes family. Oh no. Yeah, for sure. I think. I mean, they were.
Can we also lump in Reverend Devon as Bust of the Year?
Oh, he might be the Bust of the Year. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, someone you re-gimmicked, repackaged, brought out, and won like 3 matches, and that was it.
Then was like, all right, that was fun.
What? When did he come back as Reverend? Right here. They lost in March, and then he decided, I'm going to beat Jerry Flynn, Ice Train, losing a tag match in a pre-show, beat Sabu, and that was it.
And then that was it.
That was it. I don't think he won another match the rest of the year. Oh, he did. Him and Debbie Malenko defeated Bubba and Cootie Suzuki. That was his last win. In May 2000. Wow. He hasn't won since May.
But he's one of those guys that could maybe benefit from a brand split.
I hope.
Maybe and maybe no longer being a reverend.
I hope, Chad. Oh my, yeah, maybe, yeah. Sam, man. Shout out Sam, man.
Oh, actually, one of my favorite moments of the series is when Sam Man left my company to work for you, and then got busted for drugs after signing with you, and you fired him before he ever debuted.
Yeah, I mean, was that in here? Yeah, hired by WWF week 2 and Friday in August '99, and then week 3 the next week.
He got released because he got busted with drugs. That was so funny. That was right during my big ECW show too, so I was like, "Damn, that sucks." That serves you right, Sam, man. And now I have him back.
Well, he didn't come back for another year.
Right?
He didn't want to come back. That's fucked. I forgot all about that. One of my favorite moments just happened recently is when I booked Tim White instead of The Rock.
That was very funny. I also really liked the Monday Night Randoms that we were doing for a hot minute too.
Those were
they cool. Were great. They were great until they weren't.
Until people started losing that shouldn't be losing.
Yeah.
And
I think the first time we did it, where I was doing the Syndicate pep talks,
those were so good.
and it was like 3 in a row. I think that was probably our best one. The first one we did that was like the Thunder, and I was just like off the cuff improving it. That was our best one, I think.
Another all-timer, Hulk Hogan's boop.
Boop! What's up, brother? Oh yeah, the day with me. You just did it for like extra 5 minutes. Just boop.
Favorite tag team, the Rat Boys are coming up close too.
I think the Rat Boys are my favorite tag team. I just remembered they're my favorite team.
I think Chad Collier is you because he has the same name.
Well, also he's in a tag team with a guy who's one of my best friends, named after him.
Big Rig.
I need to find a character for you so the Rat Boys can be a trio.
No, not yet, Chad. Not yet. That's beautiful what they have going on right now. It's beautiful what they have going on.
Your name Paul White, Jmack, and he can be you.
Who was one guy you think on my roster that's going to have an absolute unbelievable year this year?
Well, it's going to be one of the guys I signed. It's going to be one of the guys I signed away from you.
A sleeper pick.
I think Psychosis. Sleeper. I just like Psychosis is not a sleeper.
No.
I think.
I'm trying to think for someone for you. You're so unpredictable.
In a good way.
In a bad way.
I think PJ Black has a big.
Oh yeah, I think PJ Black has a super good year. I'm trying to think who on WCW, who could have a great year if they just get in a single. I mean, Jeff Hardy's not a sleeper pick, but he hasn't had that taste of main event status yet. I gotta look. There's like. Oh man, I don't think he's on your roster yet. I think that's how Chris Hero maybe. I mean, Samoa Joe's not a sleeper pick. I think Samoa Joe, maybe Rob Conway.
I think Rob Conway has a big year.
Ooh, I mean, I would hope so, Chad. He's Sting's protege.
Yeah, true.
His popularity has always been around there, but he's. What is he teaching him on? Ring psych? Yeah. Charisma? Microphone? What is he getting teached on? What is Sting teaching him, Chad? I don't know. It doesn't look like he's teaching him anything. All his stats look the same. All his stats look the same. I don't know. I like Rob Conway. Maybe Matt Hardy. Shane Douglas is a sexy pick for
franchise.
Franchise.
Oh, did he go up winning the tag titles? Did he go up?
He's getting there, brother. He went up 6 this month.
Franchise.
Lita, I think, is a sleeper pick for having
that's
an
a good
absolute
one. That's a
year.
good one. That's a good one.
Maybe Abyss. Abyss, maybe? Yeah, I think Abyss, Chad.
Okay, that's a good one too.
David Flair.
Or is it somebody from Developmental?
It might be someone from Developmental. I think both of us.
Maybe the same one you're thinking.
I don't think that guy's ready yet.
Me neither, but who knows?
We'll look at his match history off camera because we don't like to spoil Developmental people yet.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else we have to touch, Jen. What a year it was.
Me neither. What a year. Probably my favorite year of the save.
Oh, for sure. What a fucking year, Chad. 2001's going to be better. I think, for sure. For sure. I'm looking at Mania's card, and it's going to be disgustingly good. And everybody, that has been the end of the year review, Chad. Thank you.
Tell us what your picks would be for all these rewards in the comments.
Yeah, anything. Yeah, tell us your favorite moments, your favorite wrestlers, favorite matches, feuds, favorite moments, favorite mean things to say to Chad. Anything you want, put it in the comments. And we will see you for episode number 44. The first shows of 2001, where I'm going to brag for about 20 minutes about winning all the awards. Chad, you're going to have to close your ears during Raw.
Yeah, the nice gimmick is over with. The awards are done. Justin's going to go back to burying me every episode.
Hey, you did win Young Wrestler of the Year award, Chad.
And don't think I won't have AJ talk about that every single episode.
All right, we'll see you then.
Where's Brock Lesnar's award?
Give it another year, buddy. Give it another year. We'll see you.